Welcome back to another edition of the All-Out NRL Fantasy Buy, Hold, Sell podcast. Me and Bents are back.
Oh my God, we're so back. And we have quarter zips matching.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking? All out quarter zips.
Yeah, that could go off.
Would anyone buy that?
We'd
see.
sell about 10.
Yeah, no, it's already sold out, but we'll drop more.
How's your week been?
Yeah, it's been really good actually. Had a great win on the weekend with fantasy. Great punting week as well.
Yeah.
But
when we say like, oh, how's your week been? Like, it's all in reference to
fantasy.
how we've gone to fantasy.
Yeah, nothing else matters.
And I had a great week. I think
What'd
I
you get
got
up to, man?
1,090.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't buy Koloamatangi, so
Got to get him this week then.
yeah, it's imperative. I was holding trades. I had my reasons.
I think the message stays the same this week as well. If you can field a full team, keep the trades. But it's a bit of a dodgy week once again. The buy rounds, it's just not as enjoyable when there's less games. I just want more footy.
And also, like, State of Origin's on, but Billy's just ruined my love for it.
Yeah, it's GG. It's 3-0.
I'll always back us to win, but at the same time, if we got destroyed, not going to be surprised.
Yeah, it's over already. GG New South Wales.
Poor boy, Fermor.
Oh, poor guy. He's a scapegoat.
Yeah, he actually was. Well, how's he even scapegoat when he played like 15 minutes?
Liero starting, Carrigan on the bench. Oh, there's just so many little things I could break down that just annoy me. But, you know, it's done. We've already lost. We've already lost.
It was actually over as soon as he selected the team.
Yeah, literally.
It was like,
one,
all
of,
right,
one of the
GG.
worst teams I've seen. But
Yeah.
we move.
I'd almost rather our team that held Branko Lee, Corey
I
Allen,
don't know about that.
Hedrick Lee.
I'd rather that team right now because they have a bit of grit and fight.
Yeah.
I feel like this team's just, I don't know. We'll see though. Good
I
luck.
agree. We might do the podcast where we get Hainsey on and a few other guests.
Oh, I'm so keen to that.
Yeah. We'll get into the buy hold sells. Look, it's a lot of these names are going to be sort of the same as what the last few weeks have been because everyone's been prepping up to this major buy.
Yeah.
First name we just talked about, Koloamatangi, get him in.
If you don't have him already, what are you doing?
Like,
he's
imperative.
been a buyer for 3 weeks, and he's shown when he plays in the middle, he's been getting 80s for fun, and he's been scoring tries. He's a try scorer as well.
I'm shocked he wasn't picked in Origin.
Oh, it's
Nevertheless, it's great.
yeah, it's great.
Great for Queensland. It's great for us fantasy coaches. Yeah, do everything you can to get him in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's going to go up to 900k, so
Yep.
he's still undervalued. I don't know exactly. He'd be 800k now, right? Yeah, he's 800k on the dot now.
And I think everyone's going to be thinking the same thing. He's probably the best captain option this week as well.
25 break even as well. I reckon another 70s coming. Captain, just get him.
Couchman is still on the edge. As a Dragons fan, really don't like to see him there.
Yeah,
He's a beast regardless in terms of fantasy, gets through his work. But our middles are just, we're really lacking some punch. We need him back there. But regardless, goodbye.
Doesn't matter. Well, at least he plays 80 minutes and he gets in every single tackle, and his work rate is so high. So I don't think it really matters. But ideally, in the middle, he was kind of scoring better. Although he did score 69 the week before. And Dragons were absolutely diabolical as well.
Yeah. Great live viewing.
Yeah, but in saying that, 702k is still like pretty cheap for what he could definitely go up to. So behind Koloamatangi, if you need someone a little bit cheaper, Toby's the man.
Duncan, we sort of spoke about last week where his scoring's a bit, it sort of fluctuates between, 40s, 20s, 50s. Last week, put a great stint in.
Yeah, he was impressive as.
Yep.
He got about 58.
Yeah.
Wow. 456k as well. He's probably one of the best mid-rangers that I can see. His break-even's 17. As long as he keeps that spot on the edge, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I think
A lot of people have mids though already and edges, but if you need
exactly,
someone,
he still has that concern about his scoring goes up and down. But I mean, he's got the minutes. He's got that 80-minute edge roll.
one more buy and it's only round 19, which is an irrelevant one.
Yeah, like he's not gonna. It's not gonna be a. It's pretty low risk because of his price.
I wouldn't force him in by any means, but if you need someone to cover a mid or an edge, then I guess he's not a bad option if you need someone cheaper.
100%. Next guy, Olakau'atu Tonga from the Dragons. He's just a cheapy guy. He's been doing a job off the bench. Scoring's all right.
Can't say I know much about this guy. You're gonna have to carry this one.
He's enormous.
He
And
scored 39.
yeah, he's just one of those guys where it's like looking for a sell down, like someone like a basement guy. He's probably your guy.
Yeah, if you need to make 2 trades to free up some cash and then get it
exactly.
done. So if you want to get Koloamatangi, then he could be someone you get in, and especially if you need a mid again.
Yeah,
'cause-
break even to 5. All he needs is, like a little injury to our pack. Minutes go up and he'll put out a
It
50.
could be like a little Hamish Stewart job, at the start of the year when he was just off the bench and then he was actually kind of cooking and then he got the starting spot. You never know with him. Loco, probably one of the cheapest of the week.
I agree.
Yeah.
Joshy Curran. Not on the edge anymore, but last week got through his work. I'd probably rather him on the edge playing 80, but Preston's back. I think he's just below those other guys probably.
Yeah, 649K is also a bit of an awkward price point. It's just so close to Couchman and Koloamatangi. It's just like, I don't know. He's a tough one because he gets through his work. No matter what, if he's starting, he gets 50s.
Yeah.
That's what you can guarantee. But playing in the middle, prop, and especially with that rotation, just a little bit annoying.
It's a good pod.
Yeah, it's a good pod. 5.4% owned. But yeah, once again, it's just if I had to bring someone in for that mid edge that was just a little bit cheaper than 700K, good option. But I'm not forcing him in by any means.
Edge forwards. It's a bit annoying how edge is probably the best position, but there's only 2 on the field, especially with like buy rounds.
Yeah, I know.
I just want to
There's
stack them when I
and
can't.
they're arguably the most enjoyable players to have in fantasy.
So much
because,
upside.
Yeah, they can score tries and get 90,
Mhm.
but they're also getting a bunch of tackles. It's just like it's hit or miss, and I love that. It's like Fafita, Come back, Fafita.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Apparently he thinks his ankle is not in good shape, but the
rubbish.
Titan staff is saying it's good.
Yeah, he rested himself, apparently.
That's
So-
responsible.
Yeah, but it's also it's cowardly if he's not actually injured.
Mate,
He's trying to
it's
force
his,
the
it's his body.
Yeah, nah. Your body,
His rights.
Yeah, his rights. That's what we should say.
Yeah.
But come to Broncos.
Yeah, come back.
Yeah, come home.
Dylan Lucas, just get him.
You don't have to say anything really. And
Legit.
if you don't
What
have
are you
him in
doing?
centre,
If you don't have him, what are you doing?
he had that one pretty mid score last week. I think he got 42, but he's backed it
Yeah.
up with a 56.
His
playing
worst score,
Origin.
42. It's just like,
You get a guaranteed 50 at least in centre pretty much. So it's just like, it's a no-brainer.
Jakey Preston is back.
Mm.
4 weeks.
He's an exciting player to own, man.
4 weeks. Well, was it a hip drop?
Yeah, from memory, I think so.
Mate, no, it was a
either
crusher. Yeah, it was a crusher. Come on, NRL.
He's so expensive though, jeez. But he is so exciting to own.
He's so good.
I
He's
know.
got that good
He
base.
scores.
And then he's got he's on the best team currently.
yeah.
Just like,
And the Bulldogs always hitting their edges as well. Valami, Kikau, and Preston. They're just getting the rock all the time. Like they always find a little gap. So exciting to watch. And I love buying players that I love to watch. And he is a perfect example of that.
he is exy, but you're paying for what you get.
Yeah.
5
His
tries in 9 games.
Averages 60.1. That's crazy. And he's still arguably be a little bit undervalued. by at
He's
least
got
50K.
he's got the buy next week, which is like those minor buy rounds, but doesn't matter because one, he's an edge, so you've already got a couple. You'd assume. You can use him to loop even, and then after that,
No bias.
no buys.
Yeah. Bulldogs players are looking the goods.
Another guy, it's been under the radar. We've talked about it a few weeks here and there. KPP, considering he's on an awful team that did win, I don't know how. Yeah, I just think his base is much improved from last year, and then last couple of weeks he's gotten a few attacking stats, and I like what I see.
I love what I see. And also, congratulations for signing to the Tigers.
Did he sign? Is that confirmed?
Yeah, it's confirmed. So good on him for that. I don't think the Knights fans will be happy. I'm looking at his scores right now. And I'm just going to read in order what I can see. 76, 49, 60, 45, 58, 50, 65, and then 80. So he's awfully consistent. And 80 with no try. He did have a try assist and a line break. But that's the point. He's finding the gaps and he's getting involved. He's looking for work. Something you could say.
We love people who look for work.
Yeah, 718K. He's a little bit cheaper than Preston if you don't want to go that high end. But man, he has been such a sleeper.
I agree.
35
I'm looking at
break
his
even.
stats and I'm like,
You actually can't argue with
every
his
like
stats.
third week we're like, yeah, he's still a decent pod. And he's still only in 4% of teams.
Yeah, I know. And his average is 57.4. Like last year, he was that guy as well, but then he kind of fell off and then was good at the end. And everyone's kind of slept on him this year, but now he's gone up over 100K. So
I'll segue into this next guy. Olakau'atu is KPP with just the lower floor. So he's like
It's higher ceiling, lower floor.
Yeah, so it's if you want to go real risky, if you think he's just going to go on a massive run, I mean, Manly have DCE back, not playing Origin, so they could go all right. Turbo back. He's like, if you've got big balls and you want to risk it, go ahead.
See,
and all that team have it. So there you go.
658k and he's averaging 51. His break-even's 22 after that monster of 95, Olakau'atu. And man, he's good to watch when you have him as well, and he cooks. But he can be so frustrating on the other end because we've had him all year. Yeah. Oh, that chat that we have, it's been going off.
All that team were like, we've stunk this year. And we finally
we've had the worst year that we've had. But I'm saying that's still top 10k.
We're building. Yeah. Even though we've lost ranks.
No, you know what the issue was is we didn't captain Payne Haas that 1 week.
Yeah. We captained Cleary for like 250s.
Yeah.
And we bought Haas too late.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, like, we watched Olakau'atu cook, and then we had Tamale and Iongi.
Yeah. 1 point from Tamale. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, he got injured. He got injured.
Yeah, I know. But thanks for
Iongi, thanks, mate.
Yeah. But Olakau'atu, going back to him, 658k. Would I get him if I was playing head-to-head? Probably. But overall, I don't know. 650. He started at that price as well. So he's kind of had this whole year and gone nowhere. So it's kind of like, I don't know.
Just to Tamale, I did see a few videos about like he did the he sort of dissed the Waz, and then I saw a few Waz fans like happy he was injured. Don't want to see that in our game.
Yeah, that's disgusting, guys. Come on. Although it was a pretty good video, it was good revenge. But you can't celebrate someone's injury.
Tamale was at the Dragons. I don't know why we got rid of him.
Yeah,
we let him go.
What a star he's been. But he's probably, I mean, we'll get to the sells later, but he's obviously a sell. He's out for 10 to 12 weeks. So GG Tamale.
Centres. Jacob Kiraz, just straight back into his work. He's playing centre this week. So probably not as preferable.
Last year, we had him in our team from the start when he was centre. And man, he was inconsistent. But on the wing, he's another guy. But I think the way that he's playing right now, he just runs the ball and he offloads it every single time.
Yeah.
And he just does something with a bit of flair.
Let's crunch the numbers.
Yeah, let's crunch the numbers. Instead of just yapping, like, let's crunch the numbers.
That do provide some stats. Kiraz last year at centre, 45 average. Stay with me now.
Okay.
Then at wing, 52. So he's definitely a better scorer on the wing.
Yeah, and this year, well, we haven't seen what he can do in centre, but he could get more ball, realistically.
Yeah, he's going to offload regardless.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think it really matters for him. And the doggies are getting attacking stacks because they're that team this year. So
yeah, I actually wouldn't worry about it too much. I think he goes well.
Yeah, if you want to get a gun wing fullback, especially because Tamale's out, a lot of people will be looking for a centre or a wing fullback, and you got the cash, and you've already got Keon.
Yep,
he's probably just behind Keon. I'd say.
Yeah. Garrick, he's just been a bit of a mid-40 scorer this year.
He just minds his own business, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he has bottomed out, like really bottomed out in price. He's 560. That's about where you sort of.
I like him.
He's
when
going to stick
Turbo's
around there.
back though.
Yeah,
he actually plays better when Turbo's there because he gets more attacking opportunities.
I mean, I don't think he played that well, and he got a 48.
Yeah, exactly. He gets the free kicks as well, but they do have the round 16 and 19 by the Seagulls. So if you're getting him this week, he's got the bye next week. So if you need,
it just depends on your team, mate. It's like if you back yourself next week to have that full team or starting 13, then you're fine to get him.
Yeah, it's a tough one, but if you just need someone at that awkward price point at centre or wing fullback because Tamale's gone, you could just straight swap Tamale for him as long as you have another one in your reserves.
Bowie Fermor, we shouldn't even be talking about him as an option, but Billy,
because he should be
thanks to Billy.
Origin.
Thanks to Billy, he's a decent option.
Billy looks defeated. I know we've ended this conversation. I'm going back to it for a second. He looks defeated. Do you agree?
He's just he's really lost me.
I've never had.
If we win, it'll be hilarious because everyone will be like, oh.
This will get clipped and turned into an edit, and I'll probably edit it myself. But yeah, anyway, we're talking about Bowie Fermor here. What do the Titans buy? They've got only one. They play the major buy around in 18. So if you're going to get him, you have to account for that. And he's 700k. If you already have the centres, probably wouldn't get him. But if you get him at centre, 700k, he's probably one of the better options.
Yeah, it's just like so handy having a forward in there.
I guess if you're spending 700k in a centre, like why not just get Lucas and Herbie? You know what I mean? Like Herbie's that guy. 776k Herbie is, but Fermor, I don't know. I just wouldn't get him in my opinion. But
I mean,
It's hard because like you should already have good centers.
That duel is handy, but
It
yeah,
is.
I don't knock anyone for getting him.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Gagai's a good pod though.
Yeah, he's always a pod. Every year, he always bottoms out around
Yeah.
that 500k, and then will all of a sudden be 700k. He does it every single year.
I'm trying to wrap my head around why he's kicking goals now.
It's just a question I don't have the answer for. It's weird.
But we'll take
it's
it.
Great. He just got 71 on the weekend. Break
Yeah.
even of 20. 577k. If I'm choosing over him and Garrick,
Every time I
It's a tough
think
one.
Gagai might be washed, he just proves me wrong.
yeah, he's actually every time he gets the ball, he's looking pretty lethal.
He'd actually do a job in Origin.
Yeah, well, doesn't matter now.
22 break even. Yep, I like it. Look, the
They
Knights.
play the two
That could have
buys,
been.
though.
Was that performance a bit of a anomaly?
Yeah,
Do they still sink? I think so.
I did bet on them to win, so I was very happy.
Congrats.
Yeah.
How much did you put on?
Probably 500k or something. Nah, I don't know, maybe 50. But I was pretty happy. $3.25 odds or something. $3.50. There you go.
Mm.
But yeah, the Knights do have a round 18 and round 22 buys, so it's not the best look for Knights players, especially if you need a centre to play that round 18 buy. But as a potty,
1.6% of ownership.
yeah, he'd be a fun buy for sure, especially head to head. Why not?
Halves. We went centers to halves. My apologies. Katoa, I mean, it's just like he's been unbelievable. He was already good last year, but he's just risen to another level.
Risen. Sorry. No, he actually is. His base is actually incredible, to be fair. Last year, he got dropped for a week. People forgetting about that. It was up the year before. I think it was Wayne Bennett. Maybe it was the year before. He got dropped because he was playing so bad, and now he's one of the best halves in the game. So there you go.
I mean, he's averaging 58, and it's just off like try, assist, kick meters.
Yeah. He's not even, his attacking stats aren't crazy. Like,
Yeah.
he's just, and he's getting guaranteed 50s every week. He's actually still undervalued.
He's
which
going
is
to be
the
a
funny thing.
staple of fantasy
Yeah.
teams over the next.
Yeah, he could be the next
Decade.
Cleary. He could be the next Cleary. I wish he was a Queenslander, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've only got the round 16 buy. So if you're getting them, oh wait, sorry, I'm looking at the Dragons there. They've got the round 18 and 21 buy. 18 is a major one. 21 doesn't really matter.
Yep.
So you just got to account for that if you're going to get him in this week.
All right, I'll throw this guy out here. Pod. DCE. He's been
Gee whiz.
he's been a great fantasy player in recent years. He's still averaging 50.
He's been a great Origin player, but yeah,
Yeah.
he's done.
I think Queensland could have used his experience at game 2.
Yeah, that's what they're going to say. Bring him back for game 3, I reckon.
We need to change, but yeah. As a fantasy option,
He used to be that guy.
you never know.
No, he has glimpses, and he loves a purple patch.
Like if I told you his average, you wouldn't have been expecting. Oh, he's averaging 50 this year.
yeah, exactly. I wouldn't. And
Yeah.
now that Turbo's back once again, all those Seagulls players they bounce off Turbo's performances. So DCE could get
And the
easy
versus the
tries.
Titans, who
Yeah.
respectfully are shit.
Okay, they are. Sorry, Kalaki. If you're watching.
Call this top 6 Titans prediction.
He said that the last 3 years, and no one.
Injuries, to be fair,
Yeah, I mean,
but now they got those guys back and they suck. Well, they don't have Keeney back, but they got Kizafor and
yeah. Can you justify spending the 630k or whatever he is on DCE?
no, I'm not justifying. I'm not getting him, but against the Titans, he could eat. Then the Tigers, then the Rabbits.
He did just get 37. Yeah, you know what? I if someone
He
sends me
kicked
their trades,
800 meters last week.
Yeah, true. If someone sends me their trades and DC's there, I'm not going to tell them no.
Yeah,
Put it
you'll
that
just think
way.
it.
Yeah, I'll just say I wouldn't do that, but I'll accept it.
Okay,
I'll like the message.
that's a win for me.
There you go. I
Uh,
like it.
Wing fullbacks. A lot of these guys are dual. Fletcher Sharpe. He's one of the better players this
Yeah.
year. Unbelievable. Jaden Campbell didn't go that well last week, but I think he'll bounce back.
Yeah,
Like he
that's
scored well
actually-
every week.
It's probably a good thing for everyone who doesn't own him, like myself. I used to own him, then sold him, like a lot of people did.
Yep.
It's probably great that he got that 36 because he'll probably go down for next 2 weeks, maybe 1 week, depending on how he goes.
He's end game.
Yeah, but he's break even 75. So if you don't have him, you're kind of hoping for one more bad week and then pick him up in 2 weeks' time, maybe, especially after that buy round in 18. Round 19 onwards, when the Titans don't play any more buys, Jaden Campbell's probably number 1 to get. He is end game. He's that man.
I agree. Drinky, he's really bottomed out. Like he's still got a decent break even. I think it's like 60.
Yep. He just swims around that 650K all year.
Yeah, like
He
they
goes
don't
620 to 700, 620, 700.
54 break even around there. They don't miss another game.
Yep.
Like you, if you're buying him, that's it. You know, he's
Yep.
in your team for the rest of the year.
Yeah, exactly. You're not
It's
selling him.
a real easy one.
Yeah, the thing is with him is he could get a 20 and you have to kind of keep him.
Yeah.
Which is annoying. So if you're getting him, you're keeping him. Otherwise, you're wasting trades. So.
And what's been impressive is even in losses, like against the Storm, he still went pretty good.
Yeah. No, he's been
So
getting
he's
his hands
picked
on
up
the ball.
he's picked up his floor a bit.
Yeah, I don't mind the Cowboys as well. I like their attacking output. So he gets his hands on the ball a lot, gets involved.
Yep.
I think he's stepped up a little bit the last few weeks. So definitely a great option at wing fullback.
One guy I'll throw in, Teddy, coming off the bye. I think he's one of the better buys this week, I think.
Teddy's Teddy at the end of the day. So, I mean, they've got the round 17, which is only the Roosters buy. I think he's probably one of the top echelon fullbacks. And I've got him in my team. He's definitely someone I've actually slept on. I haven't looked at him this week, to be fair, because I already have him. But I think he's probably number 1 or 2 for wing fullbacks for me.
Yeah. Like Sam Walker's back.
Oh, yeah.
Not
that's
really
another
sure how that influences scoring. I just think he's just
thing.
probably going to stick the same.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Sam Walker helps the Roosters' attacking output heaps, and Tedesco is someone who thrives when there's attacking stats, obviously, because he's the heart of that team. So I think Sam Walker being back and the new halves pairing of Savala and Walker is going to just help Tedesco.
Yeah, they've got a great run as well. Next 4 games, Knights, Cowboys, Tigers, St. George.
Mate. Oh, I might even
Say
have to
less.
captain him
Say
this
less.
week. No, I'm not going to actually captain him, but he's actually, he's a buy, 720K. I
Captain
love
him.
Teddy.
Captain him. Say it.
Nah.
Okay. I'm buying Koloamatangi and captaining him. Turbo, like injury
Tommy,
risk.
Tommy.
He could go all right. He's so cheap.
403K Tom Turbo. Oh,
I can't do it.
he was $1 million 3 years ago. Oh,
The fact that he's this cheap and I'm still saying to myself, you know what, I can't do it is disgusting. He's 403K.
put it this way:
He's a cheapie.
if we didn't have PTSD of what he could do, there's no way you'd be buying him.
No.
You know what I mean? Like if you just ignored the last 4 or 5 years of his career and you just saw his stats, you'd be like, hell no, I'm not getting him.
It's not as it, even this year, when he's played 80 minutes, he got 40, he got a 2.
Yeah, that was when he came
24,
back.
23. It's just like, he's 45 break even, and then they got the bye. If he goes well this week, I'll get him against the Tigers in a couple of weeks.
403K is so criminally cheap, and you could just swap Tamale for him and make money as well. He's actually someone I might honestly get for Tamale because I had him. I started with Turbo at the start of the year, sold him when he got injured, and it was a diabolical decision from me. For 403K, it's just, can he actually play 2 games in a row? Like, does he?
Well, it's just Titans, see how he goes, bye,
Yep.
then Tigers.
Yep. That's the play.
And then he plays the main bye round.
Yep.
Easy.
Copy and paste that. That is perfect.
Hooker position, everyone's struggling. I'm almost tempted just to, you know what, I'm just going to play 12
Yeah.
because it's frustrating me. I don't have Jazz.
I think Cook's the best option because I know we said he's a buy last week and a lot of people were mad, but if you watch the game,
He got moved.
he played centres. And what's Cook going to do at centre is,
We've seen it in Origin. It's not pretty.
yeah, it's not pretty at all. And he got 28 or something. So unfortunately, if you did get him last week, he did bad for you in the 1 week, but I think he's going to come back because nothing's changed as long as there's no injuries, right?
Yeah.
What? You like it or no? You don't like it?
Oh, I'm just thinking about a buy, hold, sell post. It wasn't good.
Yeah. No, it wasn't great. But we
not our fault.
to be fair, the week before, we already had all the buys that were
Yeah,
already
true.
valid.
We
So-
just don't reuse.
Yeah, we don't like to reuse. So that's
100%.
why we did Toby Couchman was right. Cookie,
Sell
I'm double
Jenkins.
downing.
Sell Jenkins. Doesn't play this week, so great.
Yeah, that's a great sell. So the
Yeah.
average is
Bang.
45 or something for the
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah, easy.
So, yeah, but I actually do think Cook
I
is
agree.
number 1.
He's probably the guy I
600K.
would get. Still yet to be seen if he is sticking with 80 minutes without an injury.
Yeah, that's the issue. It is a little bit of a risk, but Cook 600K number 1. Who we going to? If you want the cheapie, Mullany 230K. I guess the issue
Jazzy off the
is-
bench is still decent.
Yeah, he's not bad. It's just you don't want to force someone in and then you're just stuck with a mid player. You know, Mullany They've got Verrills on the extended bench, which is their issue for the Titans.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't go Mullany.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I did get him last week.
Verrill's got surgery and he's already back.
Yeah, it's for his hand. It's pretty irrelevant.
True.
What do you use your hand for? You know what I mean?
Yeah, just everything.
But Mullany, yeah.
What about Lockie Croker?
I'm not even going to comment on that one, Mick.
I wrote him down on my list.
Delusional. What are you thinking, Mick?
He's so cheap. He's starting. Like, there's no risk. He's 360k.
No,
starting. He's playing about 60 minutes. He got 39 points last week. He'll do a job for you.
Okay. Yep.
And he plays next bye.
I couldn't disagree more. But if you want to get Lock and Croker,
You'll
go
see.
ahead. But I will tell you to reverse the trade if I do see that.
Yeah. Players to avoid / players to sort of watch.
Yep.
We threw Turbo in there. We'll throw Galvin in there.
Hmm.
I don't think he's an avoid. I think he could be a good option, but
But he has to start.
In terms of the Bulldogs, what do you think they do with their spine? Do you think Reid has to go? Do you think Sexton has to go? How do they all fit in?
It's really one of the hard predicaments, really, because they have so much talent. And what are you supposed to do? You can't really move Burton. I guess you could put Burton in the centres.
Yeah,
and put Jerry on the wing.
Could put him to fullback, but
yeah, I feel like you could put Jerry on the wing, put Burton centres, and then it's tough. Like you wouldn't actually do that though, because Burton's not moving from the halves. Sexton doesn't deserve to be dropped. I think what they did on the weekend was actually kind of fair, but Reid Marnie wasn't happy with it.
I think Sexton's very solid player, very good. He sort of suits Burton, but I think he might have to go. It's just the reality. Like,
I guess what I said before is also invalid because like you can't drop Montoya either. He's been playing well.
Yeah.
Kiraz you can't drop. You literally, the only person who can go is Sexton, but you're not dropping him after they're winning the league.
And then if you go Sexton to 14 and you're saying, well, he's coming on for Reid Marnie at hooker, then you've got a small bench pack because you got Hayward. Did
you already say this? Galvin 13? Is that an option?
Kurt Mann's pretty good.
Yeah, it's tough. They've got too much talent, which is probably an issue you want to have. But I guess for now, they just play him off the bench. What they did in the weekend. Reid Marnie won't be happy. Sexton playing hooker probably won't be happy for a little bit. But
Burton was outstanding.
Yeah, but in saying this though, he is definitely one to watch. 549k. He's going to go down heaps as well. Got 23 with a try. If he gets down to 450k, then all of a sudden there's an injury and he's starting.
He's just the same guy on the Tigers because as long as if he's kicking that much, he's just that same running guy on a way better team.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, he's number one person to watch, and
100%.
I'll be licking my lips if someone gets injured on that team.
Turbo, in terms of Turbo, just watch to see if he remains intact.
Yeah, nah, just don't pull the trigger just yet. I know it's tempting, but it's not worth it. Not worth the pain.
We've got Munro. Tyrone Munro.
Also, sorry to cut you off there, but I want to see some comments of what you guys think the Bulldogs should do because it's one of the great predicaments right now, isn't it?
I agree.
Yeah, it's probably the biggest debate.
Wouldn't surprise me if Reid Marnie's gone.
Yeah.
Humphreys. Humphreys has been pretty disappointing. I think he's just going to keep dropping cash and he could be a decent little pickup, but I'd like to see some better scoring. He's starting now. He was on the bench last week, which is weird.
You just got to wait for him to get that one monster score before you get him. He's so cheap now, 450k. He grew to 600k within a few weeks when he was getting 80.
He's looking like a goat cheapie.
Yeah.
And then that hammy
soft
injury.
tissue injuries, man. They affect, especially the halves
100%.
when they cook it.
Do you want to talk about it?
Nah. Jamie Humphreys, though, he's a good-looking guy. He's got aura. So we've got to wait for that one big score, and I'll be licking my lips once again when he's back.
That poor English fella, Louis Dodds. He must be going, can I have a chance?
Well, he's getting money for free, so can he
True,
complain?
live in Australia, yeah.
Yeah, he's probably just going to the beaches, like getting a tan.
Yeah.
But you don't get that in England, so.
Yeah, he's probably loving it. He's like,
yeah,
don't get injured. Well, he's playing reserve grade, but Tyrone Munro, cheap, inconsistent. I just watch it, and then Kurt Donoghue. Awkward price, minutes risk. Yeah, I'd just watch. Best holds we'll go on to now.
Yep.
Nico, he was disastrous. That was one of the worst games
I've seen him play.
Yeah,
I reckon. If you have him, you're not selling him though.
Sharks are so hard to predict, and I think Nico, I bought him for this round. I'm just going to hold him.
Yeah,
hopefully he picks it up.
You don't sell. He's one of those guys you don't sell if they get a bad score. He's
still averaging 50.
Exactly, 51.5 ownership in 9. although he's going to go down most likely, he's 652K, which is so cheap for him. He was, what, $1 million? He's one of those players that could go up to 900K, like if he just has that great purple patch. But he just hasn't found that form this year so far. But for people like myself who don't have him, I'm just waiting for him to have that little patch where he gets a 60, 70 in a row, and then I'm buying him.
100.
Yeah, you're holding him though.
Payne Haas. I've seen a few. How do I say this? I've seen a few people suggest selling him, and they're like, we talked about this last week. Oh, look how much cash he's losing. Who cares? You're going to buy him back
Doesn't
anyway.
matter.
You've just burnt 2 trades trading him out and getting him back in.
Exactly. Then when you're talking about the top echelon players, and I mean the ones that are
All-time.
850K and above, and also all-time great fantasy wise, he's also one of the all-time great props as well. So you just don't sell those guys, no matter what their buy round schedule looks like. You're not selling them unless something detrimental happens, and he's one that I'm not selling unless I have to.
Yep, and it's different from other years. Broncos suck.
They won. They played really well with the All Blacks kit.
Yeah, but it's the All Blacks kit staying.
Yeah, I hope everyone liked that Spider-Man edit.
Yeah, it
Did
was
you like
good.
it?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, fatty well.
Venom.
I'm going to reference the All Blacks for the next week, so just make sure you watch the reels for that one.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the way the Broncos played with that kit on as well, are they back?
They need to keep wearing it.
Yeah, no, genuinely. I think they're wearing it for a couple of weeks for the month. So
It actually almost turned me into a Broncos fan.
really, there you go. Well, as long as Payne Haas backs up from Origin, doesn't matter. But
Yeah,
you're
it's
keeping
like-
him. The point is you're not
yeah.
selling.
His scoring's been so mid lately. 63. Give him a
63 is
spell.
mid.
Yeah.
Like there's levels to this, mate. 63 is mid.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Nathan Cleary, same thing.
Yeah. Copy and paste what I just said.
Yeah,
Just run it
legit.
back. Just rewind 2 minutes and then press play.
He's good.
Yeah, he's man. He's the man. You're not selling him.
Hosking, I'll throw Hosking, Tarpany, Horsburgh all in there.
Yeah, same boat, nearly.
Oh, not Horsburgh, Fogarty, sorry. They're sort of Raiders guys who haven't been performing that well. Hosking, I get it. He's not playing 80.
He just
Hasn't
scored
been
a
performing
try.
that well. Just scored a try, got 47.
Yeah,
I
I understand that.
If you have a lot of trades, easy one, go to those must-have guys. Even like a KPP, who's maybe not must-have, but is scoring better, plays the buy.
Yeah,
For
he's
Ta-
someone that you can definitely get away with selling if you need to field someone. Need to get someone to field a full team this week.
What do you for Tarpany? Just his minutes are down. I do get it.
Annoying. As soon as I get him, he starts turning to poo.
Yeah, I think because the Raiders haven't had a bye yet this season,
Yeah.
they've sort of been resting him a bit. Wouldn't surprise me just straight back into keeper scores.
Yep, I reckon he's not a sell. If you brought him in for 750K already, which a lot of people did a few weeks ago, I don't think there's any point selling him, really.
Yep. Horsburgh, not our fault, Billy's fault. We thought he'd get picked. He wasn't.
He should have been picked.
Yeah.
That was...
Seriously, what are you doing?
I thought it was a lock, honestly. But the amount of people I told it was a lock, so sorry. But it is what it is.
Oh, you're fine.
Billy's fault.
Yes. Fogarty, he's just... We've seen the sample size of him at the Raiders. He's just going to go back to 55 scoring.
Yeah.
So just hold him, I think.
Yeah, exactly. You bought him to get those scores at half. He's so reliable and consistent when he's on. He's got one buy round. They don't have one till 19, which is a pretty irrelevant one. It's a minor buy round.
Yeah. You'll sell him.
You're not selling him.
He'll go
surely.
back to 50 scoring. He'll play the next buy and you'll be like, oh.
Yeah, and he could easily just pump out at 80 just out of nowhere if he scores a try or something. And you would just be mad at yourself for selling him.
Matty Burton, he was a great buy,
Man.
scored so well. 18th man. It's really diabolical.
It's so painful. Why did Campbell Graham have to have back spasms? He's a perfect 18th man because he doesn't affect anyone in fantasy. But then Burton, I've had him for 4 or 5 weeks now. I got him super early. He just finally starts getting good scores, and now he's 18th man, which just hurts everyone. But it's good for Galvin, actually, which is someone we could look at. Oh, we've already talked about
We've
that.
talked about that, I think, before we...
Okay.
Editing problems.
Yep.
Yeah, I think last one on that list is Aaron Clark. I saw him in a few sells.
You're not selling
questions.
Clarkey. Come on.
He's a top 5 guy.
He's actually so good. I can't believe I'm saying this, but
He's all NRL first team.
yeah, the only thing is they've got the 2 major buy rounds, which is annoying if he's your only hooker.
It's just the hooker situation, but it's
You
like,
just need another hooker. This is probably the week. I guess that's why Damien Cook looks like a good option if you need that second one. But you're not selling Clark. He's end game.
exactly. On to the sells.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've actually gone through the sells. We didn't get
Yeah,
to
this is authentic.
it. Yeah. This isn't scripted. First sell, Sandon Smith. I actually like that from the Roosters, putting him on the bench. Some may say he was going better than Savala, but I think next to Sam Walker especially,
No, I like it too.
just Savala, just pure kicking guy.
Yeah, I really like it. Savala's really impressed me this year.
Yep.
Fantasy-wise, I'm mad that I sold him because I thought he would, Sandon Smith would get the starting nod next to Sam Walker. But yeah, who are we actually talking about here again? Sorry.
Sandon Smith, we were saying he's a
Sandon
sell.
Smith. Yeah. He's on the bench this week.
If he's
maxed
part
out.
of your scoring 13, then yeah, easy hold. But if not, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If he's sitting on your bench and you're not getting a score, it's time to go. He's on the bench. He's probably going to score 20. It's time for him to go. He's made his money.
Tamale, unfortunate news with the knee injury. He's fine to sell.
Yeah.
Iongi, awful.
Yeah,
it was good a few weeks before, but yeah,
he's
his
been
time's
a
come.
bit of a roller coaster, you could say, Iongi, but I think his time has come. And the Eels bye schedule, it's not good. 15 and 18 for them. So I think him and even Katoa, who I've just skipped to him probably, but those Eels players who are that mid-range price, they've maxed out. 2 poor scores from both of them. I think it's time for them to go, blood.
I agree. Katoa, I really thought could have been.
He could have been something.
He had 350s in a row as your centre. It's great, but he missed 8 tackles or something on the weekend. Yeah, he can go. KL Iro.
He's injured.
Yeah. Did score though, so his streaks continues. And then Lee High. A few people to bought. He knocked himself out going for that try. Yeah. That's tough. He misses this week, misses next week because of the bye. And 19. It's just
if you got him, it's painful when you bring someone and you have to sell them, but that's life sometimes.
100%. That's about it, really. I'd say overall, strategy-wise, at least our advice is probably target those guys who play 15 and 18. Don't go away from guys, they're not playing, 16, those minor buy rounds, because as we know, from the last one, you could field a full team easy.
I agree. I think I'm looking just at a list here and I'm seeing Bulldogs, Rabbitohs, Dragons, and Roosters. They are all the teams that that play both round 15 and 18. So if in doubt, just get players from those teams, really.
Maybe Cowboys last time was just a one-off where all the Origin guys backed up, but I think it probably continue.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
If Queensland get walloped, then they'll be rested.
Yeah, exactly. I think we'll see. We'll have to see what happens with the Origin players. But yeah, what you just said summarised it pretty good. I think a lot of people still have Tamale, so he's an easy, obvious sell for someone wing fullback wise. But yeah, it's another week where you could probably save your trades if you don't need to already. But it's a bit of an annoying week with the hooker.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, that about does it.
Apologies for the
this podcast could be anything from about the holds onto.
We don't really know what we missed either because we spoke about it, then we had to try to remember what happened. But we appreciate you for sticking through.
Time to cook in Premiere Pro.
Yeah, and make sure you comment below the question that I asked. Hopefully that's part of the podcast.
Did you ask that question?
Yeah, it's the best.
It's yet to be seen.
You have to tell us what the best option is for Bulldogs, their spine, with Galvin included.
Yeah.
Who's getting dropped?
Yep.
Yep.
Right, thanks for listening.
Thank you very much. See ya.